How's it going, everyone? Vandrin here with another episode of Daily Spell, where every day we highlight one spell from 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons, go over the basic information of the spell, discuss my thoughts on its usefulness in certain scenarios, and close things out with a brief narrative description of the spell taking place. Today's spell is Antipathy, Sympathy. This is an 8th level enchantment with a casting time of 1 hour, a range of 60 feet, and a duration of 10 days. This spell has verbal, somatic, and material components if your DM requires them, meaning there will be words, motions, and items needed to cast the spell. The specific item needed for casting this spell is either a lump of alum soaked in vinegar for the antipathy effect, or a drop of honey for the sympathy effect. The best description for alum that I could find is a colorless, slightly acidic or bitter compound that is a hydrated double sulfate of aluminum and potassium, used in solution medicinally and in dyeing and tanning of leathers. So in other words, it's a very specific compound that could definitely exist in a wide variety of worlds, and would likely be found at a clothing maker, leather worker, or possibly at a general supply store. The description of Antipathy Sympathy via the Player's Handbook on page 214 is as follows. This spell attracts or repels creatures of your choice. You target something within range, either a huge or smaller object, or creature, or an area that is no larger than a 200-foot cube. Then specify a kind of intelligent creature, such as red dragons, goblins, or vampires. You invest the target with an aura that either attracts or repels the specified creature for the duration. Choose Antipathy or Sympathy as the aura's effect. In Antipathy, the enchantment causes creatures of the kind you designate to feel an intense urge to leave the area and avoid the target. When such a creature can see the target or comes within 60 feet of it, the creature must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or become frightened. The creature remains frightened while it can see the target or is within 60 feet of it. While frightened by the target, the creature must use its movement to move to the nearest safe spot from which it can't see the target. If the creature moves more than 60 feet from the target and can't see it, the creature is no longer frightened, but the creature becomes frightened again if it regains sight of the target or moves within 60 feet of it. In Sympathy, the enchantment causes a specified creature to feel an intense urge to approach the target while within 60 feet of it or able to see it. When such a creature can see the target or comes within 60 feet of it, the creature must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or use its movement on each of its turns to enter the area or move within reach of the target. When the creature has done so, it can't willingly move away from the target. If the target damages or otherwise harms an affected creature, the affected creature can make a wisdom saving throw to end the effect, described below. If an affected creature ends its turn while not within 60 feet of the target or able to see it, the creature makes a wisdom saving throw. On a successful save, the creature is no longer affected by the target, and recognizes the feeling of repugnance or attraction as being magical. In addition, a creature affected by the spell is allowed another wisdom saving throw every 24 hours while the spell persists. A creature that successfully saves against this effect is immune to it for 1 minute, after which time it can be affected again. That was a mouthful of a description, but the basic gist of it is that when casting this spell and using Antipathy, you will be repelling the chosen creature from the target, and when using Sympathy, you will be casting an attraction to the target for the chosen creature type. A great use of this spell would be to cast it while within a group of enemies, to potentially push them away, or at least thin their ranks if you were outmatched. Other than that, I don't personally see a lot of uses for this spell, but if you have some ideas on how it could be used, please let me know in the comments below. Glancing about, you see that you are surrounded. The ravenous horde of enemies has cut off your escape, and they are advancing with weapons drawn. The evil in their eyes tells you without question that they do not intend to let you or your friends die quickly. As they get just a few feet away, you suddenly remember the spell your mentor taught you so many years ago. You fumble around, grabbing out the vial of acidic liquid, uncorking, and hurling the contents into the air. As you do this, you twist your fingers into the form of the symbol and utter the command word. As you do, the group suddenly halts in their tracks, their eyes going wide, and immediately they turn and flee from the space as quickly as their legs will carry them. In mere moments, the space around you and your companions is completely empty. For now. Thank you for watching. Please comment below what your own thoughts are on Antipathy, Sympathy, and feel free to share stories from games you've played in where it's been used. Also, don't forget to hit the thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, and be sure to subscribe so you don't miss our next episode. Come back and join me tomorrow as we discuss yet another daily spell.